GM everyone, and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto. Today we're diving deep into the dynamic world of cryptocurrency trading with a special focus on education and personal development in this sector. This episode is presented by Bitget, where you can hear from founders, builders, investors and traders as we discuss all things crypto in just 5 minutes. Let's get started with today's episode. I'm your host James, and I'm thrilled to welcome Michael Sloggett, Chief Vision Officer at MTC Education. With a profound understanding of the highs and the lows of the crypto market, Michael has played a crucial role in developing educational programs that demystify crypto trading for beginners and seasoned traders alike. Welcome to the show, Michael.
Hey James, how are you? Great to be here.
I'm great, and it is great to have you here. Let's just jump into the first question. So, could you begin by telling us about your journey in crypto trading and what motivated you to lead MTC Education?
Absolutely. It was interesting. I got introduced to Bitcoin in 2015. And I had a chain of retail stores, and we're paying crazy Forex conversions to buy sports supplements to stock our shelves from the US. And I reached out to one of our suppliers. I said, hey, is there any other way we can pay? There has to be a better kind of facility than this. We're losing thousands of dollars. He goes, oh, well, you could just send us Bitcoin. I was like, man, what the hell is a Bitcoin? And so he talked us through it. And back then it was real clunky. It was hard to understand. And we ended up kind of learning the process. And about 12 months went on, and I didn't really think about it much again. And then what happened in 2016, Bitcoin started running up. And then by the start of 2017, Bitcoin was, cracking $1,000 and really started to make waves again. And it piqued my interest. I was like, oh, I have some of those. I remember we were doing stuff with it. So went through my computer, found this wallet. It had 55 Bitcoin on it. And I was just like, all right. And when I left the 55 Bitcoin in there, it would have been a couple of bucks. It was what was left over from, doing a $40,000 supplement order. And funny thing is, in hindsight, I bought those supplements. I would have made about 30% profit on it. And the amount of Bitcoin that I used to buy for the supplements, I just had to held it now. I'd be up there with the sailors. Moving on from that, I was like, there's something to this, right? There's really, really something to this. So when I realized that these Bitcoins could appreciate so fast, I just went so deep down the rabbit hole. And I come from housing commission. I come from very, very humble beginnings. And by the time Bitcoin was about $4,000 or $5,000, I was like, all right, it's getting a little bit expensive for people. How can they make more Bitcoin? They can mine it, they can do this, they can do that. And then a buddy of mine was doing really well in Forex, and he sat me down, he showed me, how to understand technical analysis. And it was almost like that moment in the Matrix, in the movie The Matrix, where Neo just goes I know Kung Fu. And I just had my Matrix moment. I was like, if this works and this is real, this is a legit way for people to make money. So I got really, really good, really fast. I spent, every day kind of doing everything that I could. And then when I realized that I could be profitable, that, we could make money from day trading, that there was opportunities in the market to leverage what little money you have to potentially make some more with it, I was like, man, they need to be teaching this in school. They need to be teaching this to people that don't have any other options. They need to be showing people the opportunity that's out there, because no one knew that this existed. So I started sharing a lot on social media, and people started reading. They're like, man, you gotta teach. You gotta teach us how to do this. How do you know this stuff? And that's how it was born. We put up a post saying, hey, if people want to learn, we're happy to teach. And 480 people signed up to learn. And that was going on 7 years ago now. I've taught over 40,000 people now. And it was born purely out of a place of desire to serve other people, and also out of a huge level of demand from people who truly wanted to get good at this.
That's a really great introduction there, Michael. And as someone who has seen the drastic shifts in the crypto market, what advice do you have for new traders trying to navigate this volatile landscape?
Yeah, so crypto is volatile, but so is everything. The first thing that I would suggest is don't be scared out of the market by the volatility. The volatility is actually there to help you and serve you. The first thing that you need to do is really understand and learn and educate yourself on how you can leverage that volatility. The big thing that I really suggest to brand new people as well is you got to understand risk management, you got to understand money management, and you got to understand your emotions before you even think about really kind of going down the route of a trader. If you don't have those things in check, the volatility of the market will absolutely rinse you out. And the big tip that I give everyone, right? Like anyone who truly wants to dip their toe in this, is your main goal before anything else is acquire one Bitcoin. That could be as simple as, if you don't want to learn how to trade, that's fine. Create an account on Bitget, set up a dollar cost averaging thing where you buy $50 worth of Bitcoin every week, or $5, whatever it is that you can afford. And your only job right now is to acquire as much Bitcoin as you can over the next 2 to 3 years, so you can be a part of what's coming in the future. So if you had one goal in crypto, that is your first goal: acquire one Bitcoin. Everything else after that, if you want to go look at DeFi, if you want to go and look at NFTs, if you want to go look at some of these meme coins and all that other crap, go for it. But goal one, acquire one Bitcoin. After that, I don't care. The big reason is, if it goes to $1 million, like some people are suggesting, you'll be really, really, really happy that you did. If it goes to zero, it still won't be the worst investment that you ever made in your life. And you wouldn't have lost a bunch of other money gambling on all of the other things that this market, can give you access to. So you can really just kind of at least either have one or the other. You're either going to have $1 million, many years from now, or it will go to zero, which I just don't think is going to happen.
Yeah, look, there's some excellent tips there, and I believe any newbie to the scene should definitely focus on Bitcoin first before getting into the deeper levels of this industry and space. So moving on, MTC Education emphasizes personal development alongside crypto trading skills. How do you believe this holistic approach benefits your students?
So I've always been a big believer that these markets are 90% psychology. I also have a really good understanding of coming from the humble beginnings that I have and seeing what crypto can also do to people. I've seen it give people life-changing, like literally life-changing money. But the problem is, if you make a lot of money and you're the person that you were before you had the money, and that person isn't developed, they haven't developed the mindset, they don't understand the psychology, they haven't gotten a little bit grounded, they haven't developed the kind of personality traits that someone that can handle that kind of money, there's literally no point making it. If you go out and you look into lottery winners, right? Go and have a look at all of the people who have ever won massive lotteries. The truth is, most of them, I think it's like 90% of them, lose 100% of it within at least 3 to 5 years. And when they get interviewed, they all say winning the lottery destroyed their life. So who plays the lottery? Usually low income earners who haven't done much personal development. So what I've come to realize is that if I can teach people how to become the best version of themselves, physically, emotionally, intelligently, personal development wise, and we can teach them all the things like risk management, money management, and throughout that process, we can help them make money along the way. When they get to a point that the big money comes, because that's going to come if they stick to doing the things that we teach them how to do, they're going to be the kind of person that can actually have the mindset to not only keep it, but multiply it.
Yeah, I think it's great that you offered this well-rounded approach to trading. It's not just charts and price analysis. There is a significant emotional aspect there as well. And so we're going to move on to our last question here. What trends or developments do you anticipate in crypto trading, and how is MTC Education preparing its students for these changes?
Yeah, so look, I've been here, like I said, since 2016. So, I was here for the original ICOs on Ethereum, the first big kind of trend. And, we saw ICOs come and go. Then we saw, NFTs, we saw launch pads, we saw decentralized finance. Now we're seeing yield farming and staking and all of these other things. And, the truth is, a lot of this stuff will come and go, just like ICOs, a lot like launch pads, a lot like, the metaverse tokens and the AI tokens, all of these tokens that, trend when something's trending and it's not. What we do is just really position ourselves to, one, have a massive level of understanding. We've got over 10 educators who are all versed in many different areas. Like me, I only trade Bitcoin. It's the only trend I care about. Bitcoin's going up, is it going down, or is it going sideways? Then we've got people like Donnie, all they care about is DeFi, right? And so when we have people that are truly entrenched in one area of the market, and we have a magnitude of great people who are entrenched in multiple areas, it allows us to, one, be aware of what's coming, two, find out what's good and what's not, and then three, recommend the things that people should potentially maybe look at, but then also share with them what they should 100% stay away from. And the truth of the matter is 90% of the time, the stuff that comes out is stuff that you need to stay away from. So we get that 10% that you need to focus on and make sure that that's where we keep our guys looking.
Michael, it's been a pleasure discussing the crypto trading landscape with you. Your insights into education and personal development in this field are truly invaluable. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, James. Thank you.
For our listeners, if you found today's episode enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up wherever you're tuning in from. Also, take a look at the episode description for links to MTC Education and Michael's social media profiles. Join us next time on 5 Minute Crypto, proudly presented by Bitget, for more insightful discussions in the world of crypto. Until then, hodl on.